All right, it's NFC Championship time. The lately overachieving Carolina Panthers, who were once being talked about having their head coach on the hot seat, no joke. I was debating on firing his ass. I was looking for something. I could talk about how we got here. We went 11-6, barely won a division, got the third seed, beat the Rams handedly at home, went to New Jersey to beat the Giants, held them to 6 points, and are now going to Levi's Stadium in San Francisco to face the 12-5 49ers, who are really good at running the ball and stopping the run. Sixth overall in scoring and sixth overall in points allowed. Our defense, fourth in the league against in scoring, allowed scoring. Third against the pass, third against the run. Pretty good. Basically, how we got here. All right, let's see. Was we opened up, took one from the Lions in Detroit, lost surprisingly to the Vikings at home, beat the Falcons, got our butts kicked by the Steelers, who actually we owned their first and second round pick, lost to the Eagles. Then we kind of won a few games, but it just didn't feel like we were really winning. Falcons, Saints. Actually, I didn't realize we beat the Bengals. I thought we lost to them. And then the Saints beat the Cardinals. So I guess, that right there helped us a lot, but it really did not feel like we were winning. And right around this time, I was debating on whether or not we needed a new coach, especially after we lost the heartbreaker to the Browns that we should have won and got our butts kicked to the Chiefs, and then again to the Buccaneers. Then we had the bye week where they held a players only meeting and things turned around, won four in a row, and then, like I said, have done well in the playoffs. We'll look at the playoff bracket. Last week, the weekly award went to Darius Taylor for 140 yards rushing, who I'm starting above Chuba Hubbard. He got injured for 1 week. I put him on IR because I figured I was pretty much done with him. I was tired of very, very few run plays that looked like he was an NFL starting running back. Running into guards and centers, just when there was open field, it was not looking good. I was so scared that if that's the best we got, so I started taking chances on the rookie phenom, who would have been rookie of the year had I started him all year. But you know what? He's got many years ahead. The 49ers got here by having the first seed, so the first week of the bye week, and then barely beating the Vikings. And as you can see right now, it's between the Bills and the Ravens in Baltimore, playing before we do. So we're gonna know who made the Super Bowl by halftime. Right now, as you can see, Chuba is on IR. He just wasn't panning out for us, man. Unfortunately, Robert Hunt got injured in the last game and will be out for the year. So I may actually want to put him on IR and see who else I could pick up to take into the off season. Maybe no one. And then Scorton is out. We just got Uman Mielen back, so it'll be Wanham and Uman Mielen. Hopefully he can get something done against the 49ers here. They have their starting right guard out and some no-name players. We'll go over ours real quick. Of course, Bryce Young. There is Taylor, the rookie, what is it, fifth round pick, who was slated to go in the seventh round, but just really wowed at the combine and pro day. Then we have Jonathan Brooks backing him up and ETN. I'm wondering if I should. No, let's go with Brooks. McMillan, Leggett, Coker, Horn, Brown, Hudson, Sanders, Evans. Christensen starting at left tackle, who's actually done better than Icky was doing, and Icky's doing great at left guard by just pancaking people left and right. Cade Mays, our starting center, with Mokofisi, a hidden dev trait center I picked up in the draft. Really looking really good there for the future as well. Damian Lewis taking the place of Hunt, and Taylor Moton at right tackle. Derek Brown, left end. Keanu Benton, free agency signing at right end, has really, I think, has helped us against the run. And then I am starting Daryl Jackson Jr., a rookie. I can't remember what round we got him in. Um, just a looking good to be a nose tackle. No, just a normal, no hidden dev trade or anything. But I started to start him over Bobby Brown because I just wasn't seeing what I wanted to see out of Bobby Brown. Uman Mielen, middle linebacker Wallace with Anderson in the 3-4, and then when they're in the nickel, it'll be Wallace and Edmonds. Edmonds is also backing up at edge, but after Kennard Snyder, another rookie who we picked up, who was a really jack of all trades guy. He could pretty much do everything on defense except defensive tackle and cornerback, and probably free safety. But yeah, he's going to be around for a while. I can tell. Horn gets to start, but hopefully he goes up against her number one in that second slot there. Deontay Banks was a good pickup. I think the year prior for traded to the Giants for a 7th-round pick. Dodson picked up off the Raiders practice squad last year, and Prysock he's a rookie this year. I think he's a hidden dev trait, so sometimes I wonder if I should play him some more. But maybe we'll get that chance this game if we get an early lead. Trayvon Moore hasn't been what we're paying for, but he's serviceable. And Ransom played better last year, but hasn't been horrible this year. Hicks will come in number 21 under the big nickel sets, the dime sets. He hasn't really popped out, but I think he's got better coverage skills than Nomura right now. So maybe he hasn't popped because his guys are covered. All right. Oh shoot, we didn't even show the depth chart for the 49ers. Sorry, I take this stuff seriously. Brock Purdy, of course. Christian McCaffrey, of course. Hopefully we could basically end his run with the 49ers right now. Brandon Ayuk and Pearsall, nothing really after that. So if our corners can lock them down, then they're going to have to count on basically probably this guy who's probably going to rip us apart. I'm just going to call it right now. We struggle against tight ends, and he's one of the best. Their offensive line is not that great. We have opportunity to get to the quarterback there, I would hope. And yeah, I mean, who's their best guy? Their best guy is injured, so this guy would be their best guy right now along the offensive line, at least on paper. Left end, Nick Bosa. He'll be Moton will be in charge of blocking him, and Cam Jordan will be going up against Brady Christensen. And defensive tackles, nothing really to write home down. So get your syrup ready for all the pancakes that Icky's gonna serve today. Nothing to write home about there, but there is Fred Warner. He'll be tough to get. So hopefully our guards can get to the second level. And cornerbacks, they're decent, I guess. Probably better than ours. Great free safety, good strong safety. Their kicker's probably the worst that we've faced, to be completely honest. And he may still do well. But I'm used to seeing kick power like 95 at least, with accuracy at least in the 85 to higher. That's that. Let's play. Let's see if this ride can keep going. You know what? We're going to change it up a little bit here. We're going to go all white. If I can just find the... There we go. Let's do it.
It's the NFC Championship game, and the road to a Super Bowl goes through San Francisco. It's the Panthers and the 49ers on Sunday night.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Northern California and Levi's Stadium in the South Bay in Santa Clara, California. Coming up, a terrific matchup to decide who represents the NFC in the Super Bowl. It's the Carolina Panthers and the San Francisco 49ers. The George Halas Trophy awaits the winner of this one, as well as a spot in the Super Bowl. Thanks for being with us. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson with you. Greg, the anticipation's thick. Love this moment where we have a champion in the NFC crowned on this field. Couple of teams don't like each other. What are you going to be watching for in this one, partner?
Yeah, I think one of the coolest things about these conference championship games, Mike, is how well these two teams know each other. When you
Sorry, Greg. I had a timer I had to meet.
Who will represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl? We're about to find out as off we go in the NFC title game. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Panthers now ready to get to work on offense for the first time. And they're led by Bryce Young, the #1 overall pick, Greg, out of Alabama back in 2023.
This place is rocking right now, Mike. I mean, neither one of us can even hear each other speak. This crowd is certainly doing their part. They're trying to create as hostile of an environment as humanly possible to give their team the upper hand. And he's going to have to overcome this atmosphere if he's going to lead his team to the Super Bowl. This isn't going to be an easy task by any stretch of the imagination, but as long as he goes out there and he plays smart and aggressive, they're going to have a shot to fly back home as NFC champs.
He'll let this one go deep down the right sideline.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
So after back-to-back incompletions, it is now 3rd and 10. A hit, and he has lost the football. Oh, he gets it right back. Well, the pressure was on there, and they do get him for the sack. Almost got a turnover out of it as well, Greg. Fortunate to keep possession.
Really fortunate, Mike. That ball ended up kind of bouncing back into a spot where the quarterback was able to fall on it, but you mentioned it. That play was very close to being a complete disaster for the offense.
Well, 49ers offense set to get to work for the first time. Led out by the last pick of the draft in 2022. Iowa State's Brock Purdy at quarterback.
These are the type of games, Mike, where you can become a legend, not only for your franchise, but to the entire city. His play throughout the year has helped them get to the point where the NFC Championship is taking place in their stadium. And if he's able to continue to play at that high level over these next 4 quarters, his team's going to have a real shot to end the weekend as NFC champions. Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Throwing on, that's over the middle and intercepted.
Oh, shit.
Picked off by the linebacker, Trevin Wallace.
This is an area of the offense, Mike, that's going to have to find its rhythm now as this game unfolds. They talked all week, come out early, get some completions, settle down this quarterback. Well, in return, he throws an early pick, It's too early to go away from the game plan. There's a lot of game left, but this passing game is going to have to get on track throughout the rest of this game.
The Panthers offense going to take over now for the second time. They'll start with the football already in the red zone. Big opportunity here on 1st and 10. The motion man is Sanders. They'll run here with the rookie. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down. From the gun, it's Young. He pulls it in around the 5. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short. 3rd and a yard. To throw, Young. That's over the middle and intercepted. That's the linebacker, Fred Warner.
Oh, and in that spot, Mike, that's just painful to see. If the throw's not there, you want him to just get rid of it. Throw it 50 rows into the stands. Give somebody a souvenir. But worst case scenario, you've got to get to 4th down and have a shot at 3 points. But instead, after that pick, you come away with 0.
The Niners offense ready for their second possession. We'll see how they want to attack things here, backed up deep in their own end. It's 1st and 10. Just a nominal gain there to about the 9-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 9. They run. Here's the one-time Panther, Christian McCaffrey. And he's going to be brought down up past the 20.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun. It's Purdy. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken
already making
down
a difference
as he couldn't get a throwaway.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Purdy. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go, taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that 1st down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up 4th down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
Here's the Carolina offense now as they head out to take over for their next possession. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. They go right back to Taylor. And he will work this down inside the 40. That's going to be good enough to move the chains. 1st down.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
And he'll drive this one forward down to the 36. Malik Mustafa there to bring him down. They face 2nd down and 7. They'll run out of the gun. It's Taylor. Still keeping the legs moving, somehow managing to turn that into a gain. They need to get to the 29 here, facing 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, Young. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
So, of course, you prefer to connect on that throw, but think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
No issues there. This one is good. And the Panthers will take a 3-0 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
49ers offense ready to come back out for this next possession. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. They'll run with McCaffrey to start this drive. And a pickup of 3 or maybe 4. Deontay Banks comes up to make the play. Here's 2nd and 6. They run once more with McCaffrey. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play. We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Throwing is Purdy. And that is incomplete.
This pass rush is continuing to make their presence felt here in the early going. And for this quarterback, he's lucky to at least get rid of that ball because they were on the verge of recording their 2nd sack, and we're still here in the 1st quarter.
And no return on this one. Fair catch signaled for and taken. The Panthers offense about ready to take over once more. They'll look to build on their 3-0 lead as this drive starts with a 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll start with Taylor. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down. On the handoff, it's Taylor. And he'll get about 4 to the 29. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. Concern on that sideline here in this NFC Championship game. Back to throw, Young. That's to the sideline and intercepted. Picked off by Roger McCreary.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback, because this defense, they're onto you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw them a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball.
That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. Here's 2nd and 2. Running left, it's McCaffrey. And it doesn't appear that he got to that 1st down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up 3rd down. Try to pick this one up on the ground. They'll put him down right at the 20, but they'll also move the sticks. That is a 1st down picked up.
In real time from up here, Mike, I couldn't tell whether or not he got it at first glance, but I think after seeing the replays we have up here, it looked like he and his blockers got just enough, and they're going to be able to keep this drive alive.
Throwing right, it's taken in, and he's taken down on what should be the final play of this 1st quarter. 1 quarter down, 3 to go on the road to the Super Bowl. 3-0 is our score. And we're back in the Bay Area after this. Here's a 2nd and 6. To throw, Purdy. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. But he can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a third down.
Third down and 6 yards to go.
Purdy works out of the pistol. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Ricky Pearsall. Touchdown, San Francisco.
This is one of those cases, Mike, where the play caller understands, I got 3 points in my back pocket. There's no need here to be conservative. Let's keep this drive alive and see if we can come away with a touchdown. But instead of just trying to pick up the first down, they go for the big one, and it's a perfect throw, great catch, and they come away with 6.
Anders Carlson now for the PAT. It's up and through. And the 49ers move out to a 7-3 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. The break the huddle coming up now for 1st and 10. Give up the middle to Taylor. And he'll push his way ahead for a gain of 2. Cameron Curl up from his safety spot to make the tackle. 2nd down and 8. Here's Young to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8. On the ground, it's Taylor. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down. Off the play fake. Here's Young. Down the field, it's caught on that left sideline. And he's out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, out inside the 20. A big play for the Panthers. 37 yards.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
On 1st and 10, here's Young. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Back to the air, it's Young. It's complete to Evans. And the Panthers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Now Young. It is brought in the end zone. Xavier Legette, touchdown, Panthers. Tight spaces down there, things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
49ers 7.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here comes the return from a yard or 2 deep. And they'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop. Following the kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. Concern on that sideline here in this NFC Championship game. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Shotgun snap to Purdy. That's caught. Christian McCaffrey. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 26-yard line.
of the gun. They'll give it to McCaffrey. And he'll take this to about the 28. Trevin Wallace in on the tackle. Third down, 3 to go. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. And on third down, that ball incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. They'll start this on the ground. It's Taylor. Fighting off defenders here. He'll churn forward and pick up 3. They'll run, and for the first time, it's Jonathan Brooks. He's able to get away from one man, but those reinforcements, they got there quick. Take him down behind the line.
Number one rule of run blocking for the offensive line is you don't want to allow penetration. It just doesn't give your running back any angles to cut and find the hole. It's exactly how it played out here. They've got to do a better job holding the line of scrimmage and not getting pushed back.
He'll get that one to Taylor, complete.
Even though they gave up that last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, put them in a tough third down situation, and now it brings up fourth down, and looks like they're going to get off the field.
And he's going to be hit and dropped right away. That's great coverage there. Winds up with nothing on the return. The 49ers offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
2nd and 6 at the 31-yard line.
On 2nd down, Purdy. That's over the middle to Kittle. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him, and instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. The pressure all over him. He
I was hoping for a fumble there.
Again.
I think the most frustrating element to all of this is when you look downfield, there's guys open. There's plays to be made downfield in the passing game, but quite frankly, the pass protection has just been so bad that they haven't been able to take advantage of any of it.
On 3rd and long, Purdy to throw. Pass.
Oh, come on. What the fuck?
And he will take this one in. 80 yards. Touchdown, San Francisco. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer, because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
Carlson's kick is good. And the 49ers are on top. It's 14-10. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Panthers offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. The trail by 4, touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll go play action with Young. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. On the give, this is Taylor. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down. Here's the pistol snap to Young. And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side. It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw,
Is that a
or
rough
in
in
this
the
case,
kicker?
it leads to a sack.
And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up.
1st down. Got lucky there. All right, Bryce. Time to turn it around, man. You all need to fucking do something.
On 1st down is Young. Going up top. That one incomplete. They can't hook up there. And that incompletion takes us to the 2-minute warning. On 2nd down, Young. And he'll be taken down, but they are
Okay,
in
that's something
business
for now. That's
inside
something.
the 30-yard line.
Defensively, you put so much effort about defending the middle of the field.
Like
You
when
know
they go
that's the
deep.
valuable real estate every offense is looking to attack. But what does that do, Mike? It makes you a little susceptible to the throws outside the numbers, and it leads to a chunk play.
Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Young. Here's a shot toward the end
3 in a
zone.
row right there.
I can sit up here all day, Mike, and we can talk about the missed throw, but I think a lot of the credit has to go to the pass
Come on,
defense.
man, you don't have to get it
Not
all
only
in one
did they
play.
do a good job making it difficult for them to complete the pass, but I think they saved the touchdown along the way.
Jatavian Sanders was the intended receiver. And 3rd down coming up. Throwing is Young. Taking off, he'll try to get there. The Niners will use the first of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Panthers are back within a point. It's 14-13.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Niners offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. Their lead is just a point as they begin it on this drive with 1st and 10. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass he'll say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down. From the gun, it's Purdy. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
It's pretty remarkable at this stage, Mike, that they're even winning this game. I mean, anytime a quarterback is completing less than 50% of his throws, you just don't see that very often, and it just seems like time and time again, this quarterback and his intended targets, they're just not on the same page.
The Panthers will take their first timeout. Clock stops with a little under a minute to go in the 2nd quarter. Here's Jake Bailey now as he is on to punt it away for San Francisco. And he looks up, and he's taken down right away. Maybe fortunate just to hold on to the ball as he was tackled immediately after hauling that one in. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Young. His throw on 1st down is going to be incomplete.
Just a little bit too much juice on that one, and you just can't throw the ball out of bounds. Give your receiver a chance to go up and compete for the ball, but when you miss that far wide, he's got no shot.
Oh,
that was pretty.
Open right side. He's got him. Already closing in on 100 yards receiving in the 1st half. That one picks up a 1st down. Here's Young. Taking off. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Now a timeout for Carolina. That's going to be their 2nd. Clock will stop with 33 seconds to go until halftime. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. The Panthers, they're going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. Clock is stopped with 26 seconds until the break. That catch puts him over 100 yards for the game, and we still have another half to go. That catch picks up the 1st down. To throw is Young. That's complete to his running back, Taylor. And he won't make it back to the line of scrimmage. Going to lose a yard as he steps out of bounds. 2nd and 11. Here's Young to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball.
What kind of fucking play is that shit, man? Ah, there goes the fucking field goal.
So, we've hit halftime here in the NFC Championship game as we send you back east to sunny Florida. Standing by with our EA Sports Halftime Report, it's the coach, Jonathan Coachman.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Which one of these two clubs is going to be Super Bowl bound? We'll find out in just a little bit. But first, let's look back to the AFC Championship game held earlier today. And it's the Baltimore Ravens who are heading back to the Super Bowl as they await the winner of this NFC Championship game. We saw a fine performance in the 1st half from the former Mr. Irrelevant, Brock Purdy. He came on after a slow start to fire 2 second-quarter touchdown passes and give his guys the lead at the intermission. This one's been all you could hope for as an NFL fan. Just a 1-point game here at halftime.
Both of these
This
teams
has been as
hoping to be
much
the
fun
ones to
as
lift
you
the
could
George
hope for
Hallis
with both
Trophy.
these teams
Quarter
in it
number 3 of the
to win it.
NFC title game underway. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Niners offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this 3rd quarter. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Purdy. That's into the hands of Pearsall on the right side.
Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
Purdy works out of the pistol. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
The pass protection's been a little bit shaky at times, and that was the case there. And even though they're not going to go down for allowing a sack, it was allowing the pressure that ultimately prevented that pass from being completed.
3rd down, Purdy. The throw on the run is complete. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. The 49ers out for the punt. And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. The visitors' offense and their wide receiver getting ready to get back to work. The deficit is 1, as they'll search now for that go-ahead score. Here's Taylor. That lane closes quickly. A pickup of 3. Linebacker Fred Warner brings him down. 2nd and 7. Young gonna give it to Brooks. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? The motion man is Sanders. From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Young. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
Well, they finally are able to convert on a 3rd down. And, Mike, when you look back at a box score, some of the biggest indications of how well the game went, of course, you don't want to turn the ball over. How do you execute in the red zone? And then how are you on 3rd down? 3rd downs typically lead to long drives. Long drives tend to lead to points. It's not a real complicated formula. Stay on the field. The more snaps, the more plays, the better.
A throw left side there, not going to find the target. Incomplete.
The whole idea of that short pass is designed to get the ball into the hands of the receiver in space and let him do the rest after the catch. But the key word there, Mike, is get the ball into the hands of the receiver. He doesn't secure the catch, so there is no run after.
They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. Here's a designed run. Searching
oh,
for
Madden Dave,
seam
what are
to
you
go
doing,
forward.
man?
It's not there. They get him behind the line. 4th down coming up.
The reason teams love
seriously,
calling the
part of
quarterback's
you
number
think
on
that you were
design
going to eat
quarterback
on that
runs,
play
Mike, is
call?
because in the blocking scheme, you gain 1 additional blocker. It didn't matter here. The defense was ready for it, and they're able to bring the quarterback down for a loss.
Don't forget, I fucking told you not to call that play.
And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The 49ers offense and the wideout getting set to go once more. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Play fake to McCaffrey. Now Purdy. That's Ayuk with it on the left side. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
Well, any fear they might have had that they'd come out of the halftime break flat has completely gone out the window. They're not content, Mike, here just having the lead. They're looking to extend it. A couple more plays like that, they're going to find themselves in scoring territory here very quickly.
A terrific run there, all the way down to the 30-yard line.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
He'll work this ahead for 2, maybe 3. Trevin Wallace in on the tackle.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the Panthers 27.
Purdy going to give this one to McCaffrey. That one never got started. Defensive pressure too much, and they drop him in the backfield. Here's a 3rd and 10. Shotgun snap to Purdy.
Nice, out of
That's the
field
one
goal
thing they
range.
couldn't have there, the
Beautiful.
sack that might take them out of field goal range.
A big loss on the play.
Nothing real fancy on that one, just a defensive lineman winning his one-on-one matchup. He beats the offensive lineman, gets to the quarterback, and brings him down for a sack.
The 49ers out to punt this one, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep.
Oh, shit.
And he's going to be hit and dropped right away. That's great coverage there. Winds up with nothing on the return. The visitors' offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. This will begin at their own 13-yard line. So work to do starting with this 1st and 10. And he'll get to about the 15, and that's it. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8.
I'm scared of the play action.
They'll go again.
Oh, there we go. There we go.
And he's going to have this one up near the 28.
When the offense broke the huddle in a line, Mike, I think everybody in the stadium knew this was going to be a run, but the offense is kind of saying, okay, line up. I dare you to try to stop us. And
Hand it off
right now,
again.
this defense has no answers.
And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. They'll work the middle here with Taylor. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. The safety, Justin Simmons, with the stop. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Here's Young.
God damn it.
And he's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front because right now, their pass protection is breaking down, and this quarterback's paying the price for it.
I'm going to do something here. Thinking. If he has one more bad play, I'm gonna bench him.
And now here comes the punt team. Here comes a return. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. So here's Brock Purdy and this 49ers offense heading back onto the field. And we run you through the highlights here. It has been a very big performance from the quarterback position. Instrumental in leading and executing, and now trying to finish strong and take his team to the finish line. A first down throw for Purdy. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, taken in over the middle. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. That's caught by McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
And the 49er first down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They'll go play action. Purdy. He'll take a shot down the middle of the field. You only get a 1-yard buffer from the line of scrimmage for these old linemen. That time he strayed a little too far, and it draws the flag. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. So Kittle comes in motion. That's going to be incomplete, and the clock will stop. Likely one more play in this third quarter. Third and long. Purdy going to put it up again. And that'll be incomplete. What turns out to be the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains in the NFC Championship game. This is the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. On fourth down, out comes the
Come on,
punter.
Bryce. You have 2 interceptions in this game, man. You need to make up for it.
Looks up, he's taken down right away. Maybe fortunate just to hold on to the ball as he was tackled immediately after hauling that one in.
Our receivers can beat these guys.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
This is where I think we should pass it now. I'm always saying run, but I think we need to pass. Oh, come on.
Very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. They'll try again here. Second and 10. To throw is Young.
There you
There's
go.
a short one caught by Sanders. And they're going to get him down right at the 25. They'll run on first down with Taylor. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. We'll try again. It's second and 10. Back to throw. Young. He runs with it. And he's going to be taken down at the 37.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
There he goes again.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He
Come on,
had
Bryce,
no
this
choice
is the
but
Super
to
Bowl.
just tuck it down himself,
We can go to the
and
Super
he's able
Bowl.
only to pick up a short gain.
A second down throw for Young.
Shit.
He'll get that one to Taylor. Complete.
Hate those
And he
fucking
will
calls.
not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line. Big play coming up. This is third down. From the gun, it's Young. He'll try and get there on
he's
the
gonna get it.
ground. Good
Holy
job
shit.
breaking the pocket and going for 14 yards, and most importantly, a first down.
Having a quarterback with this ability to run is such an X factor in today's NFL. It's an element of their offense that you have to be prepared for on every single play. Here we see it on third down. Starts out as a pass. Nowhere
Now
to go
run
with
it.
the ball. He tucks it, turns into a runner. Picks up the first down.
Fucking, but
And
not
the
to
woes
them.
in the running game continue. He's going to be taken down behind the line.
Chuba out there.
Great job by the defense here, quickly realizing that this was going to be a draw. They're not caught off guard thinking that they're defending the pass. They're able to not only get in there for a stop, but they're able to take them down in the backfield for a loss.
Neutral zone infraction, defense. Still second down.
Play action.
Now
Or
it's
not.
Taylor.
Or not.
And they'll take this down inside the 35.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
Over the middle, he's got Leggett. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll come up now for second down and 4.
Dave, this better not be a
Out of
QB
the
draw.
shotgun, Young. Quick throw here is complete. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down. Now whistles here and a penalty. If somebody moved early up front.
That's the rookie right tackle.
On the handoff, it's Taylor. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4.
Just don't turn it over, Bryce. Don't get a sack either.
They go right back to Taylor. And he's able to find a crease. Get ahead for 7. He'll bring up third down.
I say hand it off. And don't run right at the defender.
Now Young.
Oh shit, he got it.
That's over the middle and taken
Horn.
in. He's got it. And the Panthers are going to be set up. First and goal coming up. They'll mark them down at the 6-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Throwing is Young.
Damn it.
And he's going to go down yet again.
Come on, man.
He has been under fire.
This is for the
all
championship.
game
It's for the
long.
ship to go to the Super
If they
Bowl.
win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
Throwing on second down, Young.
Oh.
A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
I'm going to put the other guy back in. The rookies kind of make me nervous. I know they're both rookies, but hold on. Yep.
With the ball, especially down here in the red zone, you're already in scoring position. And I understand they're trying to come away with a touchdown, but at the very least, come away
Damn it,
with
Bryce.
Oh,
You
loose
fucking
football.
fucking
And
fuck.
the defense has it. The defense comes up with a play
What
in
the
the
fuck,
red zone.
man?
Those active hands get to the quarterback, knock it out, and they come up with the recovery.
Oh,
Mike,
man.
we see this from time to time down here when an
What
offense
the
is
fuck?
operating in the red zone. The field
That's
shrinks,
twice now, dude.
coverage
You
gets
run
a
to
little
that
bit tighter.
side with that rookie
Quarterbacks tend
right
to
tackle.
hold the ball a little too long, and that's exactly what came back to bite him right here.
God
The
damn
Niners
it.
offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They'll
Is that
see
game-
if
is
they
that-
can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. They're trying to burn some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And
You
a
need to
good
stuff that
run
hole
there.
quicker.
They
You
get
know
him
they're going
5
to run.
yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Again, it's McCaffrey. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down.
They get a first down here, man. This is going to hurt.
They motion the slot man left. 3rd and short. Here's Purdy. He's got his tight end, Kittle. He's going to have the first down. So they convert
This is it,
on
guys.
3rd down with a
You need to
pickup
stuff that
of
run.
9.
Oh, shit. They're passing, too.
Out of the gun. It's Purdy.
Oh, my God.
He'll look over the middle and find his running back. And they'll take this down inside the
That's
35.
gutsy. Damn it.
1st and 10.
We should be... Damn it. Passing again. What the fuck?
Throwing from the gun is Purdy. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. They'll go play action with Purdy. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
We spend so much time talking about quarterbacks and the special plays that they can make. And, of course, that's a big part of playing quarterback in the NFL. But also, can you avoid the bad plays? Do you know when the fight is over and live to play another down? Don't take that sack. Throw the ball away, get back out there on 3rd down, and give yourself a chance.
On 3rd down, here's McCaffrey.
Christian McCaffrey on the carry. He's brought down at the 31. A gain of 7.
Oh, man, this is going to be clutch.
Out comes the kicker. Big spot
Does
for
Bryce
Anders
have it in
Carlson.
him?
This to stretch the lead to more than a field goal.
I'm
And
guessing
this
with
one
these,
right
with our
down the middle.
rookie right
It's
tackle
good.
right now, I'm guessing he does.
So it is still a 1-score game, but a little more breathing room now.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score
Got the
every time you
2-minute
get
drill
the
here,
ball?
man. I need to
They're able to
look
do
at
that
this
here.
right tackle
They tack
again.
on 3 and extend their lead.
The Panthers offense headed back to take over once more. We'll try to establish some tempo.
All right. He's got more strength. Slightly better pass blocking. Moten's out. Who else? I mean, there's nobody else, man. He's out of the game. He's playing right guard. Mays is out. Christensen's left tackle. He's playing center. Could he be an option? 92 strength. Less pass block. Yeah. I think it's up to Mr. Matthew Wyckoff to give Bryce enough time, and everyone else, of course. What do we do here? Here's what we're gonna do. Barian Brown isn't that great at catching, but he's got insane speed. Oh. All right. I don't know if I'm going to regret it, but let's roll. Because we need to get up the field quick. 70 yards to go. No timeouts left. A minute 13 seconds. We need to go.
With 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. That's complete to his running back, Taylor.
I ain't going to do much.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
Watch them go deep. Watch them do it. I don't know what they're doing right now. Maybe, I don't know. I don't like this.
They'll try it now with Brooks. And he's going to have a Panthers
Take it, but you got to go, man.
They find a way to convert on 4th and 10.
You got to get rid of it. Holy shit.
Now he's free at the 35.
All right, you need to go, man. You need to go fucking.
And he'll be taken down, but they are
spike
in
it, or
business
you're going to have to go end zone.
The 30-yard
you have to go end zone. And you get set. Oh, flag.
The pressure will get to him. He goes
probably
down.
Holding.
There is a flag down in the backfield.
Damn it.
Usually the spot that tells us holding. Now, on 2nd and long.
Last play. Barely got it off.
One final play. He'll take a shot here. Back to the end zone. And that is incomplete. They took the end zone shot on the final play. It's a heartbreaking finish.
We had it,
This one will come to an end.
2 interceptions and a fumble by
So a
Bryce.
win here for the 49ers. As their fans will celebrate, they claim the George Halas Trophy, champions of the NFC. Next stop, the Super Bowl. So that'll do it for us. For Greg
we beat ourselves.
And our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The 49ers get the win here at home as we say so long from Santa Clara.
Damn. All right. Well, we got one more into the playoffs than last year. Just need to keep that momentum, I guess. They're long seasons. .301 to their 204 total yards. 137 yards rushing to their 63. 164 yards passing to their 141. Like, we beat them on the stat sheet. Bryce had 2 interceptions, 1 in the red zone. And he fumbled how many balls? Twice. Did he lose both? I think he lost both. That's 4 turnovers. God damn. All right, man, but he, you know, I'm just disappointed in the situation. We were going to draft a QB anyways. Damn. That's how you play the game. Yeah, I mean, we should not have fucking let Princely cover fucking Purcell. I need to go find that replay and see what happened. Not that it does anything, but look at Icky, man. 9 pancakes. Yeah, he gave up a sack, but who knows if that you can really even blame it on him. Wyckoff gave it 3, but I know at least 2 of those was because Bryce rolled to his right, to the outside. Damn. All right. What can you do, man? What can you do? I think Princely and Scorton, they're going to be something to be reckoned with next year because Princely's going to be starting from day one. I need to get out of this mode thinking that just because you're better overall that you're a better player. I'm learning. Yeah, see, dude, like, that's just a bad fucking play call. Like, what? Why would you do that? And the safety has to respect the tight end. Like the safety has... Okay, so it's basically... Yeah, it's just a... 5-man rush. And they have an empty backfield. Yep, just... Oh well. I mean, dude, that's just... I don't even know why any defense would fucking do that. But... They're counting on getting to the quarterback there. That's just... Yeah, you basically... Yeah, it's just man on man, and unfortunately their number 2 wide receiver. I mean, like, okay, at least. Oh no, he's a middle linebacker. Never mind. I mean, he'd probably do better than an edge rusher. All right, whatever. Shit happens. And to think that was 3rd and 30. After what is that? 2 sacks? After 2 sacks in a row, they unleashed that one. That right there is a difference in the game. So's yeah. Damn. It was a good year. Well, up and down year. Started off against the Lions, then down and then up and up, and it was just, man. I think we're getting it straightened out though. Extended contract. I'm sorry, but I wasn't consulted. Moten out 6 weeks. Okay. Well, gentlemen, you have all the time in the world to rest now. I guess we'll finish this season and finish the video, and then take the weekend to assess the off-season plans and probably hit free agency in a video and then the draft in a video. All right, it was the Ravens, right? So it'll be a Ravens 49ers Super Bowl. Oh, staff moves, view coach corner. Okay, so the firings are already out. What was that called? Black Monday? All right, Falcons basically fire everyone. Jaguars fire everyone. Packers, just their offensive coordinator. Patriots, everyone is gone. Raiders, say goodbye to everyone. Commanders, everyone. Saints, they're DC. Steelers, wow, that name sounds familiar. Why do I feel like he's been fired by the Steelers before? So my worry is going to be that they somebody picks up one of our offensive coordinator or one of our coordinators, and I don't want to do that because they have nothing to do with play calling and they have skills. That's not easy to get. We could see who made the Pro Bowl. Let me just make sure I'm not forgetting something here. Let's save it real quick. I mean, heaven forbid we have to replay that game. All right, Dart, starting Pro Bowl quarterback. Jatavian Sanders, tight end number 1. Wow. And is that it? Scorton can't play, he's injured. Trevin Wallace, middle linebacker number 1 on the NFC. So that's it, huh? Wallace, Scorton, and Jatavian Sanders. All right. Looks like we're gonna have 35.1 million in cap, but some of that has to go to our rookies. Okay, bracket, roster, scout players, advanced week. There we go. All right, it's Super Bowl week, and we don't. Oh, yearly awards. Let's check that out. MVP, Joe Burrow. Coach of the year, us. Despite the shitty fucking play calls at times. NFC, you got Godwin, Offensive Player of the Year. Burns and Carter were just back to back, man, and Wallace was getting up there. He's doing well for us. Denzel Boston, I think he's a wide receiver, offensive rookie of the year for the NFC. There's Taylor, man. He was down here a few weeks ago, and yeah, he started to. I'm telling you, he would have been rookie of the year had I started him over Chuba. That's case in point right there. Overall, doesn't always equal better performance. I need to learn that. Well, I need to be, but also you get kind of scared, man. You don't want to put a rookie right tackle rated in the 60s above a, 70 plus freaking. I don't know. It's just tough. Oh, I'm not announcing these. Okay, Jackson Dart doing well for the Giants. Best QB award, NFC. Christian McCaffrey, best running back. Puka Nacua, best wide receiver. So far, no Panthers on the list. Offensive line, we got Wyckoff because he didn't get any snaps, and Robert Hunt's way down there. Trey Smith, who was a free agent, paying off for the Seahawks. Micah Parsons, no one else along the D-line. For us, Trevin Wallace, best linebacker, followed by Scorton, who's been injured for many weeks. Windmill and Wanham. I think we got a good situation going there. Nobody. Best kicker, Ryan Fitzgerald, barely missed out for trying for a basically meaningless 50-plus yard field goal last snap of the regular season. His only miss on the year. And that's what prevented him from getting, I think, the Kicker of the Year award for the NFC. We could go actually. Should we look at? Did we already look at the stats? Let's look at his real quick. Because I want to confirm that I'm not talking out of my booty. Oh, he missed 2. Never mind. Where was the second one? Longest was 53 though. How do they measure punters? I guess average would be a good one. And net average inside the 20. Let's go take a look at that. Who got the most average? Where's our guy? Punter is one of those where if we have, and sometimes I'll purposely try to trade down, get some 7th round picks on flyers, and punter is going to be one of them. Whoever's got a strong one, and I'll bring them in, compare the two, and then maybe put one on the practice squad. Yeah, I'll keep doing it. All right, so we're at punting, and there's a kicker who has the highest. Oh, because he only punted 3 times. Fuck that guy. Let's see, net average. All right, inside the 20. We probably didn't even come close on that one. Yeah, long. That'd be a good one. Brett Thorson, there he is, man. Look at that. I like it. That's a little consolation prize right now for this week. Kicking, what's the... Who got the best percentage? Lutz. Who's got the longest of the year? 59-yarder. Where's our guy at? Oh, he got 53, okay. Alright, pretty sure we already went through the stats within the last few videos. Let's do it real quick. Passing yards goes to Joe Burrow. Passing TDs goes to Drake May, followed by CJ Stroud, Matthew Stafford. Completion percentage goes to Tyler Shuck. Holy what the hell? I guess he didn't play that much. No, obviously didn't. Had decent games against us. QBR goes to Patrick Mahomes, and then Jackson Dart. Longest pass play was Josh Allen and Joe Burrow, 93 yards. Who got sacked the most? Trevor Lawrence sacked the least. I wonder who started for him. Wow. Oh, it was Minshew went back to the Jags. I forgot about that. Sam Darnold. Wow. Then Nussmeier, who still had a good year even though he got worked. Kate Klubnik as well. I'm going to need to think about who's going to be our backup to the rookie. That quarterback. Tracy Jr. led the league in yards, and we shut him down. Touchdowns goes to Javonte Williams out of North Carolina. Average goes to... Yeah, he doesn't count. I guess Jahmyr Gibbs? Yep, Jahmyr Gibbs. That's a... Damn, bro. Just give it to him. Who fumbled the most? Jalen Hurts, Kate Klubnik, all these quarterbacks, man. Halfback. Whoever this guy is. He fumbled a lot. Broken tackles was led by Jonathan Taylor. Junkins is up there, who basically was really hard to tackle. Seemed to break, always broke the first tackle. Longest run, 98 yards to Isaiah Pacheco. Receiving, total receptions led by Garrett Wilson. And where do we have our guy? Who's the first guy? Is it going to be Jatavian Sanders? Yep. 90 receptions. Yards goes to Garrett Wilson. I don't even think I should really look for our guy. There we go. Xavier Legette, huh? Best average with a lot of receptions. Kendrick Bourne. Touchdowns. Kendrick Bourne. Ted, he's a touchdown maker. I just need more of them. I need more receptions, man. I need less drops. Too bad it doesn't have drops in here. Blocking. Unfortunately, there is no pancake here. That's a Madden. You need to fix that. Oh yeah, we did go over this. Who gave up the most sacks? Defense. Who had the most solo tackles? Gibbons. For a total of, okay, yeah, oh damn, a rookie right there. Most tackles for loss goes to Trayvon Walker. And Wallace is up there. He had 183 tackles. Oh, he's up there too. Most sacks goes to whoever this dude is. Swear to God, I've never heard of him. Most interceptions, Jacorian Bennett. How about defensive most forced fumbles, Brian Burns. Most recoveries, Josh Sweat. Most safeties, Cam Sample. Most touchdowns, C.J. Gardner-Johnson, strong safety for the Texans. Most games played. Oh, this is interesting. Most downs played, Gardner-Johnson. Xavier Nwankpa, strong safety, rookie. Okay. How about kick returns, punt returns? Look at that. TDs real quick. You have Slayton had 2. Punt returns. None all year. Thought I saw. Was it Travis Hunter? Let's see what he did this year. There he is. Because he was injured his rookie year. Yeah, so he got 39 receptions his rookie year. This year, 66, 750, 5 touchdowns. Did some punt returns this year. Did he play any defense? No. All right. Oh, man. Team stats. We probably sucked. Worst in the league in offensive yards. Passing. Second worst in the league. Rushing. What is that? Bottom 10? Bottom ninth worst. Points per game. Well, did pretty well there. We bend, but we don't break. Oh, that's offense, yeah. Defense. Led the league. Third in passing. Third in rushing. Fourth in points. Who led the league in sacks? Not us. We were third there. We don't create a lot of fumbles. I might need to change that a little bit. They'll lower ball security just a tad. Who got the most interceptions? Not us. Niners. Oh, okay. Dave Canales up to 13th in the legacy leaderboard. I think that covers stats. Time to see who wins the Super Bowl. Enough BS. Let's do it. '49ers. Brock Purdy. Did he get paid in this game? I would assume so. Oh my goodness. He got paid. 65 million. And he won them a Super Bowl. So I guess it paid off. Oh my goodness, that's a lot of money. Wow. All right, 2026 season recap. Nick Bosa was the Super Bowl MVP. Joe Burrow MVP. Dave Canales Coach of the Year. Offensive Player of the Year Kendrick Bourne. Defensive Player of the Year Brian Burns. Bullshit. Offensive Rookie of the Year Jordan Hudson. And Anthony Hill was Defensive Rookie of the Year for the Seahawks, middle linebacker. Someone who I was kind of looking at. I don't remember. I wish we could look at their player card and see like when they got drafted because we traded out of that. But that's okay. I mean, at the time, we had a couple guys that we were comfortable with going up with Wallace. Mock draft number 4. They have Dylan Rayola going to the Red. This is just bullshit, man. You guys need to fix this shit. Ain't no one got time to believe that shit. Alright, I'll read some emails. Let's look at the staff moves. Did we... Oh, no. Apparently we do not have to hire anyone. That's good. That is good news for us. Because basically, what does that mean? So manage staff. Yeah. See, watch this. So now, because basically offensive coordinator is like, what, almost filled out? So I'd have to replace all those abilities. Defensive coordinator, have some improving to do there. You know what, maybe, I don't know. Maybe I should look at potentially making a change. Maybe I want... No. There's usually not a lot of... I'll take a look. I'll see. It might be a surprise move. But I'll see if there's ability I can see what other coordinators are out there before I fire one. Then I'll do that. And compare their abilities. If I have to, if I have to rank them up again, I will. But I think we got a decent thing going. Perennial playoff contenders right now. Okay, so we talked about the firings. Let's go ahead, coach. Who got hired? Robert Saleh to the Redskins. Commanders. To the Commanders, Washington Commanders. Falcons hire Zachary Orr. I don't know where he comes from. Jaguars hire Vance Joseph. Mike Kafka goes to the Patriots. Todd Munkin goes to the Raiders. Looks like Zachary Orr is the youngest head coach hired. Hold on a second. Let's see here. Any names are recognized that got hired. Kyle Shanahan, offensive coordinator for the Patriots. Damn. DC. Pete Carroll goes to the Jags. Gerard Mayo to the Chiefs. Huh. All right. I think that'll do it. Let's look at our team rankings right there. Yep. Shitty offense. I want to see a full year of what I saw after the bye week. You know, we'll lose some. I just want to see some points. All right, let's see here while I yawn. Let's take a quick look at the roster. Let's do like a quick recap of the offseason plan, just off the cuff here. What we're thinking about doing. No secret. My plan is to not resign Daniel Jones. Bryce Young's he's going into his 5th-year option. We're gonna draft either Arch, Nico, DJ Lagway, Fernando Mendoza. I'm gonna bring him in for visits, quote unquote. But you know, to not sound like a smartass, I'm basically gonna sim a couple games with him and just see how they perform in this offense. So that's the equivalent of me having him in for a visit. I just want to see because I want to enjoy. You know, come on, man. I don't get to watch college film of these guys. I'm not just drafting a name. I'm going to do my due diligence. We're talking about the franchise quarterback, the leader of the offense, the one that's going to take us to the Super Bowl. Okay? So yeah, I'm going to have him in for quote unquote visits. I'm going to trade Chuba. I don't care that he's got 2 years left on his contract. He is doing nothing for me right now because I got so tired of it. I wanted him to work out so bad, dude. He's like one of our highest rated players. One of our highest paid, I think. But yeah, man, it's just when a rookie comes in and does better, and even I think Jonathan Brooks did better in the touches he got. So yeah, dude, I think it's time to go. And a fucking turtleneck isn't really doing you any favors either. Okay, yeah. I mean, they've come on the second half of this season. They finally started to drop less and less balls. Some of them even got some deep throws. McMillan seems to be a good touchdown machine, but that's when he's fucking open and Bryce throws it to him. You know, I think we're looking good here on paper. So part of me wondering if I should just make another splash because think about it, offense is where we need help. You know, I was originally thinking take a quarterback with with the Steelers first round pick and then punt our pick to the next year. I always like going into the next year with. I always shoot for 2 first round picks because you never know when you really really want a guy who can make a big difference, and you need the capital to get him. But in this situation, right now I only have 1 first round pick next year. But if I'm going to be trading some players, Maybe I could use my second first round pick on a wide receiver potentially. Maybe even trade up for it. Um, there's some good wide receivers in this class. I took the first pick I got, 2 drafts ago. Um, no, was it? That was the last draft, wasn't it? Yeah, I've only had one draft, right? Yeah. So yeah, I traded out, then traded back in the second round. I think I didn't pick till the third round, and the first pick was a wide receiver with insane speed, but his hands are not good right now. And I'm not going to see how our guys progress until after the draft. Maybe that guy that I drafted last year ends up being an 80 overall with 98 speed. This guy right here, but his hands suck. Or there we are, catching 68. Catch, if these guys are jumping balls, I'm scared to freaking put him in. I have at times when we need speed, but he hasn't really, been targeted. So maybe I just need to do it again. Maybe I just need to say, just stop. Hold on. Was he a hidden dev? Oh, he was a star. Okay. But, well, I don't know, man. Maybe I'm just saying. We need help on offense, and there's some really good receivers in this draft. We'd probably have to trade up for them with our first round pick and the Steelers' second round pick. So I'll assess it all. I'll see. I mean, I really wish these 3 guys would take over. But I'm not seeing star potential out of them. I don't know if I will. Tight end. Not resigning Tremble or Oust. We're going to be looking to draft a kid or maybe trade for a star or sign a star, but basically that's all on the table. Not because I don't know, not because I don't like Jatavian Sanders, but because let me put it this way: if there's someone who I think would be better than Jatavian Sanders, I'm gonna take him because as many balls as targets he gets, I'd like a star would not hurt us, or someone better would not hurt us. I'd like to get a guy that can catch the ball, turn upfield, and knock some fuckers down. All right, Moten's actually our right tackle. He's under contract for next year. Brady Christian's he's under contract for next year right now. Right now, he's our starting left tackle. But I'm probably going to be again and always looking to improve our offensive line and depth. And maybe, just maybe, I might even start a rookie at left tackle next year, even if he's like low 70s. Well, look at him. He's 76. So I'll be looking at, basically pass blocks rating. If it's high, I'm likely going to be starting either a free agent, someone probably different than Brady Christensen, and preferably someone young so that they could uh, advance their careers with us and help improve our pass blocking, which I don't think is that bad. Icky's going to be our left guard, no questions asked. Damian Lewis will be on the trade block. So far, that's Bryce Young, Chuba Hubbard, Damian Lewis on the trade block. I think we're going to have one more, no, 2 more on the block. It's just that, he's with Icky and Robert Hunt, he's not going to be getting any snaps. Damian Lewis is. So, uh, in essence, I need to draft his replacement as a backup. I don't think I really need it because I got 1, 2, 3, 4 backups right now. I think I'd be fine with 3. So let's just say I trade him and don't replace him. These guys are staying. Who knows? Maybe I start him next year. Mays has done well. I don't know. I think we're good either way. Okafisi is a star dev. Kingston, I don't know. If I find someone better to be a backup, I'll probably should go with it. What's he? Normal dev. These guys were kind of just guys I took late in the draft. Wyckoff is a normal dev, higher rating though, and Crownover is a normal dev. I thought, wasn't he a hidden dev? Oh, maybe not anymore. He isn't. Okay. Actually, that makes me wonder if I should go through all the devs to see who changed. Carmody might be someone who gets replaced. This guy was just the guy I picked up because of injuries. My guess is that Derek Brown, Wharton, and Benton will be on the roster next year. Unless I, for some reason, really need cap space, which I don't think I will. So we'll probably be looking at a defensive end. Bobby Brown will be on the trade block. Being that he's 74 overall, I don't think I'm going to get a lot of interest there. So I'll probably have to cut him because I plan to start him or there's really only one rookie in the draft that I saw that could fill like a nose tackle. Fortunately, he's like 5th roundish guy. So I'll probably take him, and I'll go into the season with Jackson Jr., Jackson Sr., and then the rookie, and whoever is better will start. And then that will give me. Let's say I don't resign it. Like let's say I don't know. Maybe I'll look. Maybe I need to find someone better here. All right, edge. I'm comfortable at edge. Scorton, Snyder, Wanamamu, and Yellen. Maybe I should. I don't know. Maybe I should resign this guy, Edmonds. Not to be necessarily an edge guy, but because I like his flexibility to become an edge if we need him. But right now we've got middle linebacker. Oh, I forgot I fucking signed this guy. Yeah, take him into the off season. I can't remember, why did I sign this guy? Or how did I sign this guy? Huh. Because I think putting Chuba on IR gave me this guy, to where I stole him, and then must have been someone else that gave me the ability to get him. So I don't know, man. I'll have to think about it. I might have to sleep on it. See how much he costs and whether or not, because I do want a middle linebacker. Oop, let me go back. I do want someone to basically, like, Anderson hasn't panned out like I had hoped, and Edmonds, although he had some good plays, they're not like Wallace. So I'd like to have 2 Wallaces there. So I might be looking at the draft. That might be my second first round pick. So far, the second first round pick targets are maybe a wide receiver or a middle linebacker. And if you think about it, which spot do we need more help on right now? I mean, defense or offense? And I think it's offense. Again. Horn, he'll retire a Panther. This guy's under contract, great value. I don't dislike what I saw of Dotson. Really, McCollum. I think he had less down plays than Mike Jackson did last year. So I'm fine going into next season with what we have here. I forgot these guys were even on the. I think they were on the practice squad. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm always kind of looking at wide receivers, corners, edge guys, middle linebackers, offensive linemen. I don't know. On to safety. This is one of those things where I think I have to kind of say it out loud to create a plan. I'll have $15.7 million if he's cut or traded. And I think he's going into the last year of his contract, and I'm not seeing someone I've fallen in love with. If this guy here had this guy's ability, I'd be all for it. So I'm thinking I'm going to put him on the trade block, and give someone else potential. And like right now, Ransom, he's going to be our strong safety. So I basically have to look for. I need 3 total safeties. Right now I have 1, and then the next guy is going to be my big nickel, who's the backup strong safety. Who it could be Nomura. I don't know. I just know that like when it came down to his coverage abilities, he's just fun to watch, but he's just not always there. He's just a little shy of being a real fucking standout for us. So if I just look at free safety, I don't know if these guys got it. But to save 15.7 million a year, maybe. Maybe I'd be willing to kind of give him a shot. Maybe I wait till after. Maybe I draft a guy. Again, I don't know. I'm kind of scatterbrained here, but I'd like to get a star rookie somehow. I don't know if there is one. I don't know. But if I draft a guy, that's probably what I'll do. Is I'll probably look to draft one. If no good one's available for great value of free safe, in free agency, then maybe I'll draft a guy and just kind of see between this guy, and the rookie who wins out, who looks better, who's more fun to watch, who pops out. Kicker, he's going to be a Panther. And then punter, he's going to be Panther, except for one thing. If I have a draft pick, I will probably draft another punter, the strongest punter in the class, and then just kind of compare the two. Not that Brett Thorson had a bad year, but I'm, when it comes to special teams guys and draft picks, and if, you know, if a 6th round, a 7th round draft kid isn't even going to make the roster, why not bring him in and challenge the kicker and punter I have? And I think that does it. So here's our draft picks. Picking number 4, 30, 36, 62, and then we only have 3 draft picks after that. So I'll think about using this one. Let's say middle linebacker, wide receiver. I could package these 2 to get, if I really like a guy that's going ahead of pick 30. I don't know about the rest yet, but I think the D tackle that barely the only nose tackle in the draft is somewhere here. And I wouldn't mind taking him. Just strictly to be like a challenge, because I'd like to get just like our guy at nose tackle. If Daryl Jackson's him, great. But Cam Jackson isn't really panned out as far as progression. I want a guy that just anchors that down. Shuts down the inside run as best possible. I'm thinking tight end somewhere here. And what else? Let me look at my little... Because, when you get a new draft class, you're always looking at it and kind of assessing it. And while you're doing it, you figure might as well write some stuff down. So, I think tight ends were slated for 2nd or 3rd. Or 3rd and 4th, something like that. Yeah, so what I have on my list here is quarterback, maybe middle linebacker. I put it maybe cornerback, but I don't know. Like a middle linebacker would probably I would need more than a cornerback. So I have defensive tackle in the 4th round. No, I'm sorry, 5th round. He's slated to be a 6th, so I was thinking to use a 5th on him. You know, of course, I always got the undrafted guys that I kind of think would, you know, who knows, maybe look well. But yeah, that's what I got. So 5th round defensive tackle. Um, 2nd round tight end. 1st round quarterback. So that covers quarterback, maybe let's say tight end here. Um, D tackle 5th round, so that leaves. So basically 1, 2, 3, 4 to move around. Is it move up for a middle linebacker? Is it move up for a wide receiver? Is it stay put? Is it trade back? Is it trade players before the draft to get extra capital? Um, yeah, because right now I'm looking at. I really only have like 4 guys that are scheduled to be undrafted. There's a yeah, tight end, middle linebacker, offensive lineman. So maybe. Oh, there was a couple guys somewhere in the mid rounds that might be middle linebacker too. So maybe. Oh, let me think about that. What if we did? I even have an outside linebacker here, but I'll have to look at him again because I don't think we need him. Not with Kennard Snyder helping out. And Kennard Snyder, I wonder if he'd be a good middle linebacker. Hmm. I don't know, man. I got some straightening up to do, but just off the top of my head, quarterback, either trade back or use these two to move up for like one of the top receivers. Tight end, maybe like a tackle. Yeah, tackle would supersede cornerback right here. And we got um, maybe middle linebacker here, right around the 4th round, defensive tackle here. Just based on size. Like I said, it's all going to change. I'm rambling. It's all going to change come after the pro day. But yeah, I mean, we could be looking at some capital here. Here's a couple. So let me show you real quick. College players. Cause look at this, man. You've got both these guys top 5 potential. So maybe we don't get them. This guy might be nice. I'd have to see. I want to see their pro days. Oh, right now they're top 5, so maybe they're not even there. You got 3 guys here that are potential. I don't know about that guy's face though. Here's a DT. Where is this guy? I just scroll down here and go anything that's 300 fatty pounds. Amari Washington. Day 3, ranked 153rd. That's really the only guy I could think of is, oh, maybe this guy. Undrafted. But you know, he might be a good backup, or who knows, maybe even start. I don't know. But at least a backup. I could use a good backup at nose tackle because I don't know if Cam Jackson's it, man. Yeah, we got who was a middle linebacker? Or see, this guy's not a. I can't play him at middle linebacker. These guys just seem a little small to me. But maybe I need to get over it. If I'm just judging size, though, there's this guy. So of course I have to see his pro days and shit. There's this guy, undrafted with a picture. Not that that really did much for us. But I'd have to like check out their pro days. Compare these two guys to like the top guys. And if I don't think there's a lot of difference there, then maybe I won't take a first round guy. There's a lot to think about, man. I think I put a lot of time into it, and it worked out. I think it worked out for me last year. Let's go over that. Let's review our rookie class after 1 year. Because I get that I said it the entire last season. This would probably be a depth draft, and I think that's what it turned out to be. He ended up being a starter. He was a fifth round pick who I think was projected in the seventh round, but his combine and pro day were just he was just like top 3 and 5 in almost every category, and it worked out. I think he came in at like what 80 overall out of the draft, and then he got boosted in the off season for the progression, and then now he's a 92 with morale or whatever the hell boosters. Um, we drafted this kid who I was thinking, man, the speed was undeniable in the combine pro day, and then undeniable here, but it kind of turned a blind eye to catching. But I haven't really seen him thrown too much, so maybe I need to play him in the preseason, watch some preseason games, and just have him see if he doesn't get targeted and see what he does. Who knows? It's okay. So he was a draft pick. I'm not dissatisfied with it. He was only our first pick last year because I didn't really see anyone else. We did not take a tight end. He was somewhere in the mid, and I'm happy with it. I think he could, yeah, I'm really happy with it. I mean, dude, I could probably always move Cade Mays to guard if I had to, which right now we don't need it. We have Robert Hunt and Icky. But I'm fine, kind of keeping them there. These two guys were late round picks. So I was basically just seeing. I mean, who knows? What if this progression tool could literally, like, it doesn't progress like the XP and normal Madden. This is pretty much like they get a boost or regression at the end of the season, and then they get after the draft, the first week of the preseason, you run this tool, and then it basically just boosts players based off potential. And there's not a lot of them. I think our biggest one was Ransom, and he got 8, and there was some players that got in the league that got more than that. But I don't know. I think they served exactly what I drafted them for, was shots in the dark to see if they could be something special. And maybe I didn't give them enough opportunity to just show it. I don't know. But that's okay. Not dissatisfied there. This guy, he was a rookie, and I think he's got a strong potential to be our starting nose tackle next year. Not unhappy there. Drafted him. Not unhappy with him either. Came in as an edge. I was thinking middle linebacker. Then found out he could play big nickel based on his attributes. I think did well there. Didn't you know? Then we had injuries at edge, and he moved there. So, dude, this guy's a. I like him. Oh, okay. I had drafted a kid at edge, and he got signed off my practice squad. So, why is this? Why does this guy sound? How did I? I don't remember. Drafted this kid. Is he still a hidden dev? No, he's a star rating. Okay. Let's take a look here. Star, star. I really don't even know if it makes a difference. Star, and then Dotson is a normie. Okay. Maybe, I don't know if I regret that pick or not. He's just down the depth chart. Um, Drafted him in case he could, maybe start taking more snaps than Dotson or Banks. Or really was crossing the figures, but it's hard to. And we haven't really suffered that much there. No draft picks here. No draft picks here. And then, of course, the punter. I think we had a good draft. So I'm going to do the same process, same thing. Come up with a plan. Rank players up and down the board based on positional value. How many kind of fit what I'm looking for at the position. If I only see one nose tackle, I'm going to prioritize him in the round that I think I can easily get him without going too high. And you know, um, if there's more offensive linemen and I miss out on one because I picked the nose tackle, then so be it. There's if I knew what they were going to be, that'd be a different story. But yeah, I don't. So who knows? I could pass up on a nose tackle, take an offensive lineman that's rated 66 overall, and then the guy I was looking at in later rounds was a 69. So I kind of just have to go with my scouting. Um, yeah, let's do that real quick. Let's do Bryce Young is a star. Darius Taylor is a star. I don't know if that changes now or when that changes, but yeah, I think it would have changed by now. Yeah. T Mac, star. Coker, Normie. Wasn't he a star before? XL's a star. Hudson is Normie. Varian Brown is a star. Okay. Horn Jr. Normie. And I don't care about these guys really. They just came off of my practice squad. David Sanders, he's got to be a superstar, no? How the fuck is he a normie, bro? 90 catches. Mitchell Evans. Left tackle. He should be a star. He was a star. Okay, he's still a star. Brady Christensen, Norm. Hickey's a star, right? Yeah. Damian Lewis was a star. Still is. Will be traded. Cade Mays, Norm. We already looked up him. He's a star. Robert Hunt is a star. Right tackle. These were normies, even though he started with a hidden dev, so he is a superstar. Carmody's Norm, I'm sure. Orton, Benton, he was a star. What is he now? A star. Okay. Jackson. Gordon still an X factor. Snyder, did he? Nope. Normal. Well, this should be a superstar. He should be a star. Yep. Uman Mielen should be a. Oh, yeah, he's a superstar now. That's good. We already looked those up. He should be a star still. Yeah. And he should be a star. Yep. All right. Yeah, I don't really think there was that much movement. All right. I do have to go run the. Before I could advance the week, which I'm not going to do now, but I got to run the stats matter tool so some players get boosts based on their stats, or they regress too. So in the next video, I'll be able to go over how they did. So we're going to go over the roster again, and then we'll look and see. Yeah, so that's what I'll do. So I'll run that, then re-sign any players I want to re-sign, then go to free agency, save it, and then I'll start recording just so I can see, just so I'm not like spending so much time just doing nothing. At least I can start off the video with free agency and I'll have a plan and then we'll target it. Maybe we don't sign anybody. That's entirely possible. But it is looking like, yeah. Okay, I'm gonna end it here. I think that'll cover it. Till next time, we're gonna be going through the start of the off season.